Hello everybody, welcome back. Jordan here. Today we're going to continue converting more modular buildings onto modular integrated landscaping plates or mills plates. And in particular, we're going to be doing this quadrant right here with these four modular buildings. So the Grand Emporium, the Boutique Hotel, also the Disney Castle alternate build known as the Costume Shop, and then the Brick Bank, which is just right around the corner here. Not only are we going to be converting those onto mills plates, but we're also going to be building a couple landscape plates for the front side of these as well. As you can see, I've got one built here. I don't really know where that one's going to go, but we need to build these ones here because if we have that whole block lifted up off the ground, just like the Palace Cinema and the University, it's going to look a bit odd. So I want to build our sort of park plates right here. That's going to extend the sidewalk of these modular buildings and also add some trees and bushes and stuff along the edge here. It's going to look really cool. I'm really excited to do that. It's going to look fantastic. Also, while we convert these here, I figure we may as well clean them up, obviously, give them a good dusting, and have a look at some of the interior details of these four modular buildings. Hey, I just thought of something. This here was done by Bolt Builds. That's the University alt build of the Hogwarts Castle. And this one here was also done by Bolt Builds. They're right across from one another. I did not intentionally do that, but there we have it. All right, so let's pull our first modular building over there and let's have a look at it. Luna, why are you sitting so weird? Well, look at you. Don't you look happy? Funny cat. Okay, but no word of a lie, my cat will lay here for like half an hour on her back. Like, I'm serious. She's just weird. Like, I've stepped over, I've stepped around her, I've brought the Grand Emporium over here. I'm going to step over her again here. Don't get stepped on. Let's have a look at the Grand Emporium. So, of course, this is a shopping center. It says shop out front. It's got the flags, really nice coverings over the windows here. Lots of arches and lots of inverted arches up here. Looks really good. We also got the nice billboard with the skylight. When you peer through the skylight, you can see the nice chandelier inside, and there's all sorts of interior details. Well, I mean, maybe I shouldn't say there's all sorts of interior details, but there's some pretty cool things. I mean, you got the chandelier there. There's just a few trinkets in here. Honestly, not a crazy amount of detail. When you look at some of these older modular buildings, it's like, wow, some of the modular buildings that we create from scratch have more interesting details than that, right? Not much going on there, but what I really like about it is the escalator. You can see just a few more trinkets. Not a very full shopping center. I don't know how they're still in business when they're selling a total of 5 items. And then down here, we've got the base of the escalator there, a little change room right there, and then just some miscellaneous stuff like some mannequins in the front window and just a little cash counter. Overall, nothing too crazy. Taking a look at this one here for the first time in a long time, you got the revolving door here as well, but it's got a tan plate on the bottom. So we're going to, I guess, recreate that. We're going to build a new mills plate, and we're going to use tan plates to top that mills plate, and then we'll just convert this over. So Jose's over here. She's transferring all the components of the Grand Emporium onto the mills plate. We're watching some Futurama. Oh yeah, why not? And now I'm building the first path here. Doesn't look like much, does it? But this is the components of mills. Isn't it cool? Like, this is the process. So we're going to do a 6-stud sidewalk over here. This is going to be grass and probably some gardens. And then this is going to be a winding path. And this is going to be grass over here. And I'm going to tile this black plate off here. It's actually 2 plates tall. And I'm going to tile it off from the end there. So the path is 2 plates and a tile tall. And then this is a brick and a plate. So it's just cool how you can do all these different layers to really just create way more detail with your landscaping. This way, you'll see what in the end here, the path will actually be inset below the grass and below the sidewalk, which is going to be really neat. Well, good job, Jose. We've got the Grand Emporium transferred onto the mills plate. Looking fresh. Continuing to work over here. You can see I've got a strip of grass going in, and then we're going to have a planter along here. Now, I would like to make this path winding. I need a lot of these angle plates to do that, whether they're 2x4 or 2x3 or larger, whatever it may be. But the problem is I don't have any. With the angle plates, you can really get this cool sort of angle going there and make it sort of a curvy path like what we did with the other one that you saw over there. But unfortunately, we don't have very many of those in our bins here. Actually, we have like none. All we have are these, or like the larger ones in random colors and stuff. But I'm still going to do it to the best of our ability with the parts that we have. We have these on order from Lego, but once again, they're just going to take a while to get here. They're coming all the way from Denmark. So the next one that we're going to convert is the Disney costume shop. The really cool thing about Mills is, like, look at this. I can grab it with one hand like that. Try and do that with the costume shop. It'll be smashed on the ground. Isn't that wild? Yeah, now we can just like pick it up and away we go, and we'll place it back in the city where it belongs. Just like that there, and eventually we'll get this whole little 4-plate area converted. So all 4 of those will be done. But yeah, here's what I was talking about in regards to the winding path. So you need more of these angle plates, and we didn't have very many in our inventory, so we're going to have to get more of those so we can make a winding path like that. Well, we already have more on the way, so we know eventually they're all going to look like that. But I still want to get the base concept down so that we can build our path starting from over here, sort of winding through here with trees on either side, maybe like little ponds and stuff like that. Not sure where this one will go exactly. It's probably going to have to be rendered a little bit to match up with the other one, but we'll get that figured out. So this is the Disney costume shop. You can see it's got a pretty stylish exterior here. It's a rebrickable build done by Bolt Builds. It's got all sorts of stylish little details in the interior, things that you would expect to see in a costume shop. And of course, oh, I think we got to take this off here. Let's see if I can wrestle this thing off one-handed. Oh, there we go. And then you can see the interior there. Lots of cool stuff. The big barn-style doors. You got Captain Hook in the front window there. All sorts of cool costume-related items inside this. So this one's going to be a little bit more difficult to transfer. Yeah, there's a lot more going on in this one here. You can see that we can use any color of base plate because the entire floor is plated. This one's going to be a tricky conversion, probably one of the hardest. Finished up with the Disney costume shop, and I actually finished building the first plate right here with the path. So you can see there's a little bit of a height difference here, so I sloped it off a little bit there, like a little wheelchair ramp. And then I also brought the brown lower by 1 plate there. So it's actually just a row of bricks all the way along there where the flowers are. So it's actually right below the grass, sort of like it would be in real life, right? And then the grass is a little bit lower than that sidewalk there. So there's some different heights, which is really cool. That's what I really love about mill splits. So the next one that I'm going to build is this one here. Sort of continue this sidewalk along, continue that planter along, and of course the path and the trees and stuff like that. And then the next building that we're going to convert is right over here, which is, of course, the brick bank. The brick bank is a beautiful modular building. I love it. It's got lots of great storytelling with it as well. Beautiful design on the exterior. Fantastic building. Then we also have Soaps and Studs, which is the laundry mat right over here, and they're actually laundering money. So it's a pretty fun building for sure. So there's the roof. I love the skylight and also the use of the saw elements. There's also a chandelier there. There's a couple different offices here, and you can see there's a chute that actually connects from the top of the building because I think there's a bank heist going on as well. Pretty neat. And then down here we have a vault with like a pallet or a shelf full of money there, and the vault can be opened up. I love the tiling on the ground floor as well. Looks beauty. And then right here we have our laundromat. So a pretty amazing little modular building. Let's get it converted. We've placed the brick bank there. Oof, it's turning out nice, isn't it? We've also created our second landscape plate right here. Oh, I forgot to make it gray on this side. I'll have to switch that up. All the exterior plates need to be done with gray. Otherwise, you see it like that. So I've got to change that up. But I've also started working on a template for our curve plate here where this path is going to curve this way. And also I'm going to make steps coming down so you can access the pathway from this sidewalk if you'd like. And you can see I've left a 16 by 16 stud base plate open right here. Eventually we would like to make a gazebo there. I think that'd be really cool to make a gazebo. That'd be just a nice little touch there for the corner. Make something a little bit different, right? Place where people can go hang out, maybe take some photos or something like that. And now we're working on converting, actually, sorry, we've already converted our fourth and final modular building, which is the newest modular building in the line, which of course is the boutique hotel. It's got the lobby right here, beautifully tiled floor with lots of unique angles in the walls. And then we have the El Cubo fine art gallery right here. That of course is topped with the nice palm tree there and a little patio. Then we have a room on our first floor with some beds, typewriter, nice looking lamp there, also a dresser, and then of course a staircase leading up to the second floor, where we have a suite with a really nice bed, armchair, cabinet, and also a bathroom. Overall, this modular building just looks beautiful. It uses a lot of different building techniques to get these interesting shapes, and the colors are really nice as well. It really pops, and it looks really good. You can also see the skylight on the roof as well, along with some snakes. So some pretty interesting part usage with this one here. Well, let me tell you everybody, I'm having a great time making the conversions and building these landscape plates. It's fantastic. Look at this. We've got all 4 buildings converted and placed. It looks amazing. I just could not wait to get the entire city done. It's going to be awesome. Okay, so right over here we made our park plate, right? So there's a ramp leading down to the lower path or sidewalk. And we've got our flowers. You can see that's lower by a plate as well. Pretty amazing. Goes all the way along here. We added some nice benches there. You can see they're tan benches. We see 1x4 jumpers. We've got a spot open right here. We're going to make a gazebo, right? Yeah, that's going to be good. A little bit of a staircase coming down there from the main sidewalk. You can see we evenly spaced our lamppost there as well. And we ended up using the plate that I sort of tested this landscaping mills with, right? It doesn't line up perfectly. You can see that sort of bothers me. Might have to change that, but we did add the sidewalk to it, and then we kept that bench over here with the little pond with the duck. And the next thing we're going to do is build the gazebo, right? Well, yeah, it looks amazing. I'm hyped on that. So our plan is to continue this path here on this plate, but then these center plates, like right here, here, and here, leading up to the amusement park entrance, are going to have to be a lot different. And then we're going to make different ones over here for the grounds of the university and in front of the Parisian restaurant and stuff like that. So we're thinking we're going to integrate some vendors over there. We used to have an alleyway actually between some of the modular buildings over here, and we made a bunch of different vendors. And we're probably going to make some sort of vendor area, but we'll still have a path like that, right? And we've got to wait for some more parts to arrive, such as the 2x2 gray tile that we have on order and all those angle plates as well. Well, yeah, there you go. We've converted this whole block here. It took quite some time, but we're really thrilled with the changes, especially with the landscape plates. They just look so fresh, you know? I'm hyped. Amazing. Let us know what you think by commenting below. Remember to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for some more great stuff coming out in the near future as the city conversion will continue. Farewell.